Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm out here today in San Antonio getting ready to do a roof inspection. I wanted to kind of share some of the stuff that we look for, some of the things that we see that can sometimes lead to problems, and what we do to prevent those from happening. So I got the dogs all mad. They love it. Check this out. Okay, so one of the most important components on the roof are your pipes and your pipe boots. And the boot is basically just the piece around here that protects water from getting inside. On a general maintenance inspection, one of the things we like to look for is any exposed fasteners. You can see that this has had some sealant on it, but over the course of time, that sealant starts to wear off and the nails become exposed. We're gonna cover those up here today, put a little dab on there just to make sure that it maintains and it continues to do what it's supposed to do. We always check around the base of the furnace pipes as well to make sure that everything's staying nice and dry. This is a two-piece. You've got the base, the pipe goes through that, and then you've got this collar that goes around. Looks like it's pretty well maintained. Something I'm always harping about, though, is the reuse of these metal pieces. As you can tell, this has been reused from the previous roof because there are holes in it and remnants of the previous shingle. Chimneys can be very problematic, especially big ones like this. One of the things we look for is behind the chimney. This is called a cricket, and it's basically just a pitched roof that allows water to flow on either side so it doesn't get stuck behind here. Big problem with debris is that it sometimes impedes the flow of the water, causes water to start going different directions, and that can be problematic. It's one of the most common issues that we find here in San Antonio. Proper ventilation is crucial for any roof system. You need to have an intake vent and also some exhaust vents like this power vent here. Nothing else on the ridge because this is actually what's called a shed style roof, and you can see there's nothing to ventilate there. So this piece is doing the majority of the work for this. Proper ventilation is important because it keeps the air flowing properly and circulating in the attic, and it keeps the shingles lasting much longer. Improper ventilation is a major cause of premature aging on a roof system. Just like with the chimneys, a free and clear roof system is important for water to be able to flow downward and continue to do what it's supposed to do to get off the roof. I'm going to take my blower and I'm going to clear all this debris off the back here. Byproduct of the beautiful trees. I talk about trees a lot, how much I love them, but having trees directly over your roof can lead to some issues. We're going to take care of this today so that it's not a problem. And I'm also checking some of these other pipe boots, and you can see there's some debris that accumulates behind there. That can also become problematic if it's not maintained properly. I always like to keep an eye on the wall flashings here. As you can see, here's a little spot that looks like it's kind of worn out over the course of time. Water flowing downward has kind of caused it to deteriorate. But then we look down here in the corner and see that there's actually a spot where the water just kind of dies there. That debris is probably causing a little bit of a backup of some water. I'm gonna blow this all off and see what it looks like, but something to be aware of. And you can see that the water flowing down on the wood siding has kind of eroded it away just a little bit. Got out the old trusty blower. We're getting ready to do a little bit of work here real quick. Check this out, everybody. All right, there it is, everybody. We got the surface cleared of the debris behind the chimney. Everything's looking good. Booyah.